A living legend, Roy Jones Jr., we universally recognized as one of the greatest pound-for-pound boxers of all time. In his prime, Roy Jones was a sight to behold.
Because he's tired and he is slight also.
Jones has the combination of Sugar Ray Leonard's handwork and Muhammad Ali's passion.
That's what I am. That's who I am. I'm Roy Jones. Let me tell you what's up, baby. I'm looking for you to get your fit in. Mobile Rebels, I'm coming back, baby.
His otherworldly speed, reflexes, and superior ability helped him procure world titles in 4 weight classes.
This guy's a super middleweight Willie Pep. He makes moves that I haven't seen in a long, long time.
His status as one of the boxing best ever was further cemented when Jones defeated Reese to become the first middleweight champion to capture a heavyweight belt in more than a century.
And the crowd stands and cheers Roy Jones.
We present you the fights when Roy Jones was the undisputed pound-for-pound king. Most of us first saw Jones in Seoul, South Korea in 1988, when he was the victim of one of the most blatant rip-offs in Olympic history.
He's won it in Korea. No, I don't believe that. That has got to be the worst decision I have ever seen in pro or amateur.
Jones made his professional debut on May 6, 1989 and was quickly recognized as a unique talent.
We are here on
An extremely skillful boxer with great speed, exceptionally quick reflexes, and the ability to put his punches together in seamless combinations.
And with a young tiger fast starting like Roy Jones is, this is over.
Until the end of 1991, Jones had knocked out all 15 of his opponents, destroying fighters who'd been around. In January 92, Roy is stepping up in class to meet former world welterweight champion Jorge Vaca in pay-per-view fight. He only lasted 145.
So those who criticize Roy Jones's quality of opponents will take a closer look now.
Veteran Art Serrano lasted 5 seconds less.
Oh my! Big right hand by Roy Jones.
Do you think you're answering all the questions that everyone answers about how good you really are?
You aren't getting a chance to see enough time to really realize how good I think I am.
After 17 professional fights, Roy Jones had barely lost a round, and only Argentinian Jorge Castro had managed to last the distance.
Rage around boxing, good combination even in this 5th round, but he still has.
The undefeated Glenn Thomas, 24-0, was stopped in 8. Percy Harris destroyed in 4.
Can Harris make it out of round 4?
And Glenn Wolfe halted by a body shot in round 1.
Jones has dropped his hands and pounds away.
4 years after his pro debut, Jones was ranked number 2 by the IBF and was matched with number 1 ranked Bernard Hopkins for that organization's world middleweight crown.
Played from the ropes effectively.
In front of 8,000 spectators at the RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C., Jones won a unanimous decision over fellow future Hall of Famer Hopkins to lift what would be his first of many world championships.
I think that he can become a superstar. He shows so much natural ability.
After besting Hopkins, Roy Jones immediately goes up to super middleweight and puts on a show against Tulani Malinga, who had gone the distance with both Chris Eubank and Nigel Benn. Roy floors him with a highlight rear left hook in round 6.
I'll fight anybody any weight. But right now I'm gonna go back down and defend my middleweight title. Then I'll go up to the super middleweight and light heavyweight division.
Jones stayed busy, made a trinket defense against Thomas Tate, and then stepped up for the most serious challenge of his career.
2 undefeated world champions willing to risk everything in pursuit of the best available competition.
I feel good. I'm in great shape. I'm ready. And That's all I got to say. Everybody will see how my weight is on November 17th.
Reigning IBF Super Middleweight Champ James Lights Out Tony was supposed to be his first true test in November 1994.
Roy Jones Jr. We don't know up to this second whether he's a superstar or a fraud.
Tony was undefeated, a former Fighter of the Year and one of the top 5 pound-for-pound best.
12 rounds of boxing for the Super Middleweight Championship of the World.
But the fight was never close, and Jones put on a scintillating performance, even knocking Tony down with a left hook in round 3 to win almost every round.
Roy Jones has been every bit as dominant as he was that day in Korea so long ago.
Champion of the world!
Next came the prime years.
Jones landing early power shots, and Bird's in big trouble, Gil.
Anthony T. Bird never had a chance and was totaled in opening round.
It's going to be over, I think.
Vinny Pazienza tried, but was undersized.
And he is slide also.
Tony Thornton was a mailman by trade and had his knockout delivered in quick fashion.
Thornton in trouble. Can't punch back.
Merky Sosa was tough as nails, but ultimately smashed. He took Eric Lucas so seriously that he played in a semi-pro basketball game the day of the fight. And Brian Brennan never knew what hit him.
And then Jones says, look, you want more? Okay.
Jones' next challenge was to move up to the light heavyweight division.
Get McCallum out of there. McCallum seems good. Whoa!
After defeating Mike McCallum to gain the WBC interim world title recognition, Jones was scheduled to fight undefeated 26-0 Montel Griffin to allow a stamp stating 3-time world champion.
And lands the right hand lead again, and a couple of left hooks, and Griffin's knee goes down, and Jones lands 2 punches.
He suffered his first loss by disqualification when he hit Griffin while he was down.
Of the world, Montel Ice Griffin!
He blitzed Griffin in the rematch, winning in just 2:35.
Oh, what a left hook. Roy Jones still number 1. Ain't gonna be that way, baby. For all these doubters.
And the rampage continued.
Power over heel jab. Whoa! Right to the body.
Former 2-time light heavyweight champ Virgil Hill's body was crushed by a thunderous right hand. Jones floored Otis Grant once in the 6th round and once in the 10th.
1 minute down.
Reggie Sweet Johnson was a 2-time world champ whose night went decidedly sour in a fight that unified the light heavyweight titles. Referee Wayne Kelly stopped the fight in the 11th round with Richard Hall taking a beating in Jones' corner.
That's enough, Wayne, and that's it.
He is knocking out Glenn Kelly with one of the most beautiful knockouts you are ever likely to see. But 2003 would be the year when he added yet another chapter to the history books. Roy Jones Jr. announced that he moved up to the heavyweight division to challenge WBA heavyweight champion John Reese for his title.
Can 2 fighters who have frequently been cautious be rubbed together to create sparks?
Weighing only 193 pounds, he outboxed defending WBA champion to become the first former middleweight titleist to win a world heavyweight title since Bob Fitzsimmons in 1897. At his best, Jones was virtually unbeatable. Double, triple and quadruple left hooks. knocking guys out with both hands behind his back, cracking ribs with a single shot to the body,
Power over heel kick. Whoa! Right to the back.
making great champions look desperate.
Right below. Get Polly